Alright, so this is Aiden. Currently driving from Albuquerque to Chicago because my cheating wife got me fired. She called my job to tell them that I was harassing her. So since me and her work at the same company, since I'm management, technically I'm considered management because I'm a supervisor and she's an employee. But we're in two different states. We've been married since I've been active duty military in 2009 before we started working for the company, but they fired me. So here's the story. This is what happened. Right. So around January, me and my wife had a consensus, right, that we were both gonna move to Albuquerque to start as supervisors. And once she agreed to be a supervisor with me in Albuquerque, she told me, yeah, go for it. It's a good decision on your part. We're gonna make a lot of money. We're gonna make almost six figures. But we were to start making six figures, and would have had a lot of seniority. And our daughter, she would have been set for life. So I head down there, and not even 3 days later, she tells me, well, she starts posting shit on Facebook, like her pictures, whatever, friending her boyfriend that I didn't know about yet. So, she had all this planned out. So, for 6 months, she never answered a phone. She never answered a text. I cried every night, every day. I would cry at least once or twice. Never stopped crying. It was kind of sad. And yeah, it was pretty bad, man. I had no support network, nobody to turn to. The only person I had was myself. So, I started texting her like comments like, fucking bitch, I hate you, I want to kill myself, I want to kill you, why would you leave me, thought you loved me, because I didn't have a support network. She could do shit like that because she had her family here. She could cheat on me because then her family will support her, because I didn't have none of that. My only family was Maribel, my wife. She was the only relative I've had ever. She was my protector. She was the one. Anyhow, so yeah, I literally felt like shit down there every single day. And you know what? Yeah, she got me fired from the job, but the only reason I had the job was to support them. Like, I'd rather be fucking being creative and doing my own thing. Singing music, dancing, fucking around with my homies. Like, that's pretty much all I used to do, and it's pretty much all I want to do. I want to be in the infantry. I want to fucking mess with my guns. Oh, and they did take my gun too. Cause okay, so anyways, my wife calls my job. Well, because we have the same job, she sends them all the text messages, and my job, they look at them and they're like, first of all, she didn't tell them that she was my wife. So my job looks at it and he's like, what? This management guy, supervisor, he's harassing this poor employee. We gotta do something. Oh, let's call the police. So they call the police. I'm at the job site. I'm in charge of everything, and the police come and they arrest me, and all my people just like, what the hell's going on? So as the guy's putting handcuffs on me, he's like, don't worry, you are not under arrest. And I'm like, okay, so why are there handcuffs on me? So anyhow, they ask me a series of questions. They look at the phones. I consent to all the searches. They go to my house because I told them that I own a rifle and I use it for target practice for the military, because I have to train, because I need to get those points, because it's promotion points. So they take my rifle. They say because it's a domestic issue, they have to take the rifle. And next thing you know, I'm going to the cycle ward, and they're talking to me, and they're like, well, you know, we could release you, but we have to notify your wife. And I'm like, why the fuck do you have to notify my wife? My job's the one who called the police, not my wife. My wife called the job to get me fired. They're like, well, we got to call your wife and authorities and Moline and you know, where she's at. I don't want to say where she's at because then you guys might hate her. So anyways, they called the authorities to let them know that they're releasing me, like I'm a crazy person or something. And next thing you know, like I get out. I'm kind of relieved actually. I'm like, damn, dude, I'm actually gonna leave. You know, like I'm actually gonna leave this job because like I don't have a support network. Like my life sucked, dude. Like I had all this money, but no one to share it with. So I was kind of happy. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna see my wife, my kid, and guess what? I find out she's cheating on me. She's with another man, and it's been for almost a year. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm like, whatever. I'm like, okay, if you're happy, that's on you. I mean, I'm not gonna give a shit. You know, like, but yeah, I mean, like, what she expect? Like, I was, you know, she was my first. You know, like, I was virgin when she met me. Like, of course, I'm gonna take the breakup pretty hard. I'm not gonna fucking be whatever, you know, she took my virginity, haha. No, I mean, it's bogus. So now I'm driving 23 hours back to Chicago. I had to abandon my house, do emergency. I had to leave because right now I don't have any source of income. So I'm pretty broke. And I got all my shit in the car, like everything, and I had to abandon so much stuff I bought in Albuquerque, which kind of sucks, but I gotta figure out a way to get all my stuff back. Well, like at least my rifle. I know I'm not gonna get my daughter back or my wife back, so that's like I'll take that as a loss. But if I could get my daughter, I would, but because of the text messages, like. I doubt it because I guess they're harassing, violent text messages. So excuse me for being in distress. I had nobody. I didn't have any support network at all. Like, to me, my wife was like my only support network. So like I never thought she would betray me at all. Like 0%, you know. I mean, I do have like little triggers. I would say I can't stand quitting, and I can't stand what's the other one? Quitting and well, I can't stand quitting. Like, yeah. Well, I'll let you guys know what's gonna happen to me if I'm gonna be in the streets. So far, my agenda is for right now is I was given a summons, so that's why I have to go to Chicago to do this court thing, or else I get a warrant for my arrest. So I'm gonna see if I get penalized, put in prison, or if they let me go. And then I'm gonna try to get my next agendas would be a storage unit. Excuse me, I drank a ton of fucking Monsters and Red Bulls and fucking Nas, and dude, I've been up for a while. So yeah, I'm gonna try to get storage unit. I'm gonna sleep in my car, and then I'm gonna get a gym membership so I can shower, and hopefully I can find a job. I'm already having like girls like, because I explained to them this situation, and they're like, oh well, you know, like I can take you out, you can stay with me, and I'm like, no, I'm not a cheater. Well, my wife did leave me, so I'm not cheating. Well, I'm still married. I'm gonna wait till I get divorced, and then I'm gonna cheat. I can't cheat because I'll be divorced. Right. Well, I'll let you guys go. I'm gonna get back to driving before I die.